Our chief guest this evening, the chairman of ISRO and the secretary of the Space Department of the Government of India, Dr. Somanathji, members of the Board of Governors, our Madhav awardee this year, Mr. Amit Jain, Principal Ajay Singh ji, members of the faculty, parents, alumni gathered here today, especially the batch of 1999 and 2014, resplendent in their colored t-shirts this evening. And my dear students, welcome to the 127th Founders Day of the Scindia School. India today, ladies and gentlemen, is on a path of transformation. India today is on a path where she steers the path of not only 140 crore people within her country, but truly symbolizes the thought of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one earth, one family, and one future. A country that was known as a land of famine today has transformed itself into a land of fortune. A country that was always described as one being divided, India now celebrates being both diverse and dynamic. Once known as a third world country, she has now transformed herself into the world's third largest economic superpower. And indeed, we have come a long way, having witnessed unprecedented transformation from being a follower of erstwhile superpowers to becoming one ourselves. And as Scindia School stands proudly, emerging from its 125th year of existence, it mirrors this journey of our great country, India. As we steadfastly resolve to reclaim our title as a country, as a global leader, driven by our ability of technology, driven by our ability to innovate, driven by the energy of our young population that we have seen over the last 2 hours on this historical fort. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the potential that India holds for the rest of the world. Our achievements today as a country beyond has catapulted us onto a new league as an emerging superpower. From Chandrayaan to Mangalayan to Aditya L1 to Gaganayan, it underscores our commitment both to scientific excellence and technological prowess. There's a paradigm shift in the nature of our attitude, in the nature of our aspirations. And we today, as a country, are setting paradigm shifts for the world to follow in our wake. And always the question arises, why? And I firmly believe that our ability, our potential, lies in the fact that 70% of our population is below the age of 35. We are talking about 980 million youngsters. 3 times the population of the United States of America, 2 times the population of Europe. That is the potential that we have in our country today. And let me say this with conviction, that each one of our students present here in this open air theater represents that cosmos, that part of history that is yet to be scripted, represents that Amrit Pidi that will transform this country in the years to come. And as we move on that journey, from our Amrit Kal to our Shatabdi Kal, the Scindia school aims to nurture those very qualities driving India's transformation today. A vision that is instilled on sound value system. And I say that with a great amount of pride and envy. The admiration for our youth today. It is this generation that will drive innovation in India. It is this generation that is driven by a desire for change, not incremental change, but monumental change. It is this generation that is leading in every field, from science to sports. And I believe that it is this very desire that we try to instill in our students at the fort, at the Scindia school. These were the visions and the value systems of our founder, H.H. Maharaja Madhavrao Scindia I. And he always believed in creating the new talent for our country, creating the new human-centric citizens for tomorrow. And not only good human beings, but those with a strong sense of values and communities. Those who would carry themselves with pride, but with feet that are strongly rooted in our Matrabhumi and our earth. And that combination, ladies and gentlemen, is what the Scindia School offers to our country and on a larger script to the world. Our school last year was graced with the presence of the Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, on our 125th year. And he left us with 9 thoughts for us to imbibe. The Navratna framework, or as what we call it, is not only about a set of tasks, but it embodies the spirit of growth. It embodies the spirit of community. It embodies the spirit of service. And since 1897, the Scindia School has always aimed at creating a legacy established in a high benchmark of excellence, guiding us towards our mission. And the next 22 years of our country guarantee unprecedented opportunity. And with that backdrop, I am privileged to introduce to you the remarkable role model that has highlighted and trailblazed that path and will significantly shape the development of every single student present here this evening, and indeed significantly shape the developmental path of our country, India, for the years to come. Today, we are honored and graced by the presence of a personality who is an embodiment of our country's ascent, not only on the world stage, but if I may, at the stage of the universe. A personality that is silent. A personality that is unassuming. And at the same time, a personality that is a repository of knowledge. A personality that has not only ensured that Bharat's Tiranga is unfurled on the global stage, but a personality that has ensured that Bharat's Tiranga is unfurled on the moon. May I present Dr. Somnath Sridhar Panikar Somnath ji to the Scindia School with a loud round of applause. We have amongst us a visionary who has taken India to incredible heights, beyond the skies into space, and even, if I may, to the edges of the universe. The captain of our ship that is on a journey to Viksit Bharat, the captain of that spaceship, ladies and gentlemen, is Dr. Somnath. I'm reminded of my childhood years, Dr. Somnath, where I was an avid watcher of the serial Star Trek. And I still remember Captain Jean-Luc Picard's famous words: boldly go where no man has gone before. And that is a spirit that Dr. Somnath represents today. He spearheaded the mammoth mission of Chandrayaan-3, which concluded safely and securely and successfully a touchdown of Vikram lander. India became, because of his perseverance, the fourth nation to achieve a soft landing on the moon, and the first nation to land on that difficult, unconfigurated path of the South's lunar surface. The first time a country from this earth that has landed on the southern face of the moon and unfurled our Tiranga on that southern face, ladies and gentlemen. It is his visionary leadership that has resulted in our country entering into an arena where no other nation has dared to enter. And behind his success is his team. Behind his success is his team and his dedication, their sense of sacrifice, and their relentless efforts. And in a country where perseverance and reliance and resilience is a part of our DNA, the mission of Chandrayaan-2 even though it was unsuccessful, did not dampen ISRO's spirit, but even firmed up their resolve once again to persevere until they gain success. Nelson Mandela once said, and I quote, "The greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but in rising every time that we fall," unquote. But resilience is not an overnight achievement. It has to be accompanied by the capability, the tenacity to take risks, to think beyond oneself. And on the Founders' Day of 2021, I remember, standing on this very stage, I mentioned to you, venture forth as the sky is the limit. But after that statement, Dr. Sridhara Panikar Somnathji, who himself emerged victorious, has dismantled that theorem. The sky, ladies and gentlemen, is no longer the limit. The entire universe is. Dr. Somnath is an inspiration to every single Indian across the length and breadth of our country, and 2.5 million of our Pravasi Bhartiyas scattered across 130 countries across the globe. He has encountered many difficulties in his life, but he has always persevered. And what has led to his success is his commitment to his work and his vision to dream big for his nation. I echo the words of former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam when he said, and I quote, "To have a small aim is a crime," unquote. So to our dear students, I say to you, do not be afraid to take bold steps. Do not be afraid to take risks. Do not be afraid to fail, because every failure is a stepping stone to the door of success that awaits your knock. History is replete with stories of perseverance. From Nelson Mandela's 27 years in a prison cell, 6 by 6, where he fought against apartheid. J.K. Rowling's 12 rejections for Harry Potter. From P.V. Sindhu's Olympic silver to Mary Com's countless championship victories. From ISRO's Chandrayaan-3 to the Mars October Orbiter mission. And it's this very mindset that has fueled the Chandrayaan mission. And it is this same mindset that will help carry each one of you through your own challenges, both here at the Scindia School and onwards in your life. And that is exactly what we try and teach with you and instill in you at the Scindia School at the Fort. And I really believe, like the protagonist Pi said in The Life of Pi, the lower you are, the higher your mind will want to soar. And therefore be resilient. Do not be afraid to dream big. Now, unlike its predecessor, Chandrayaan-3, the success hinged on a very strategic decision, that of a smaller propulsion module. Propellants fuel rocket systems and provide the thrust that lifts rockets into space. To my dear students, I say that in this golden age, innovation, energy, and dedication too can propel our nation to new unprecedented heights. And I do hope that as you navigate your way in this golden era, keep close to your heart the Scindian values of integrity, the Scindian values of honesty, the Scindian values of patience, the Scindian values of compassion, and make these four values your guiding light. Do well, but also do good. And with this, I invite our esteemed chief guest. The stage is yours, Dr. Somnath.